Welcome, Marcel. Marcel Gama, CEO of Cbd of Denver. Welcome, Marcel.
Thank you. So just let me share my screen with you. So first of all, thank you, Brad, for putting this event together and your warm invitation. Also, thank you to the investor judges, investors from the audience and potential future shareholders for your time today. My name is Marcel Gama. I'm a CEO of Cbd of Denver. We are a publicly traded company trading on OTC market under the ticker of CBDD. My presentation will contain forward-looking statements. Please refer to this PowerPoint just a bit. I'm proud to share with you today our vision, our goals, and to speak to the strengths of our team, who I'm excited to report have recently announced over $24 million in revenue for the trailing 12 months, up from what was essentially a startup company just 2 years ago. I would like to add, much of this was achieved by our team in a very difficult time. As you all know, as much of our growth occurred under COVID lockdowns. When you're looking a little bit on our achievements, we feel we did this in 2 ways. We consider ourselves an essential business in difficult times. We outworked our competitors. Additionally, we have been executing on an accretive acquisition strategy geared to drive Cbd of Denver to become the world's largest and most profitable global CBD and cannabis company. We have been able to execute on our strategy because our approach is different than some of the big names you know out there, like Canopy Growth. The talents of our acquisition team are highlighted, our ability to differentiate between making an acquisition for the sake of growth to large revenues versus acquiring a company that increases our global footprint, has cost savings and synergies, and seeks to bring growth to our bottom and to top lines. Any acquisition will be highly vetted by our team and be designed to add to Cbd of Denver already strong portfolio of products and services, and continuously help Cbd of Denver refine and execute on our cash flow positive centric business model. At Cbd of Denver, we don't grow for sake of growth. We grow for benefit of our shareholders. Cbd of Denver's culture aims to always be under-promise, over-deliver organization, and we are proud to report at the end of Q1 2021, we have reported over $7.4 million in revenue. This puts us well ahead over our 2021 revenue guidance of $22 million. I am very proud of our sales and acquisition team for making this happen, large in part during the COVID lockdown. I would like to spend now a few more minutes with you to share our PowerPoint presentation, and afterwards then open the floor for Q&A. When it comes to growth, we intend to continue execute our strategy of finding additional accretive acquisitions, investing in our strong sales force, and we are currently focused on the high growth market in Europe. We are a Swiss-based, grow highest quality product and are proud of Switzerland's long heritage of using CBD to help people. Recent deregulations in Europe and reclassification of cannabis as a non-narcotic by the UN have opened the door to high growth potential and put us ahead as an advantageous early mover in the legal CBD and cannabis markets in Europe. Why should you invest to us? We are trading at historically low price to sales metrics under 2 times our trailing 12 months revenue. Under a $50 million valuation, I know where we are not canopy growth yet. We don't have hundreds of millions in sales yet. So canopy trades at about 20 times revenues. We also don't lose hundreds of millions of dollars. And if we, Cbd of Denver management, have our way, we will always strive to be a high growth profitable company with full transparency, and are working hard to transition to a senior US trading exchange. We also offer a high degree of liquidity, and our share trade in the US OTC market, it's many millions of shares each market day, sometime north of 100 million. So if you invest in us today and your situation changes tomorrow and you need your money, you conduct such highly liquid buy and sell transactions through your broker. However, we hope you join us in our long-term vision to be part of something special as we strive to be a potential leader of the CBD and cannabis public companies one day. I would like to open now the floor for Q&A, and I'm happy to answer some of your questions.
Any questions to Marcel? Let's remember that it's just have one question.
John, yes.
Questions? Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Great presentation. I appreciate that. First of all, congratulations to your team. Great year on your revenue. It's really awesome. It's a very hard thing to do. Was most of that acquisitions, or what was your organic acquisition mix?
No, we already did 3 acquisitions, which let's say we continuously growed over the last 12 to 14 months organically. We have developed the market in Switzerland and in Europe very well. We extended our customer base. Let's say this was really an excellent achievement by our sales teams. And this was, let's say, made it possible to achieve this kind of revenue for the last trailing 12 months for about $24.4 million.
Is that mostly online, or is that brick and mortar?
No, it's let's say we have 3 areas we are active in. We have wholesale. We are moving large volumes of flowers, isolates, and oil in the European market. Also, biomass is some, let's say, small part of the business. Then we have established our retail business. We have our own shop in the eastern part of Switzerland and the online business. And third, we also have our own production. So when we're looking on how the revenues is, let's say, is distributed over these 3 areas, it's about 10 to 20% in the production, in our own production, about 10 to 15% in retail and B2B. Oh no, in more, 30% in retail and B2B, and about 50% in wholesale.
David, do you have any questions? David Trailer?
Yes, so Marcel, nice job. on the presentation. So are you looking to raise capital this year to support acquisitions, and have the acquisitions been all stock?
Yes, we are, let's say, we have a strong acquisition strategy. For us, it's also important when you're doing an acquisition that this acquisition is, let's say, very doesn't fulfill our portfolio, or let's say optimize or does fill some weaknesses or some areas we're not so strong yet, that we can add some more value there. We have now about 3 targets identified. We are currently further negotiating with, and we are quite confident then we can, let's say, announce another acquisition in the coming weeks.
And did you go public just late last year? I'm looking at your chart right now. Did you go public via reverse merger recently?
No, we let's say we took over Cbd of Denver about 24 months ago. It was at about let's say 100,000 revenues a year or even less. The company was valued about 1 million at this time, or 500,000 at this time, and we developed it mostly by ourselves over the past 12 to 14 months. With this, let's say, incredible job done by our sales and acquisition team, and also by our management and let's say, yeah, the whole staff, which is really driving in the same direction and makes this possible.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. Princess, do you have one more question for Marcel?
Marcel, yes. Hey, this is Todd McKnight, VP of Red Chip. Marcel, congratulations. Those numbers are compelling. What was the highest level your market cap achieved?
Yes, we were over, let's say, we almost at 150. Let's say, I'm very unhappy how the market is treating us now, because I think our team and is doing a great job, but it's not so far really very well, let's say, yeah, honored by the market. So we dropped down again to about 50 million now, but hopefully we can, with continuously showing that we are able to deliver exceptional results, continues our growth, and doing, let's say, wise acquisitions, which are, let's say, value for the company and also for our shareholders, that we can, let's say, move this up again. And yeah, as we have the vision to become one of the major players in the European or even global market. In Switzerland, we already are on the top 5 of Switzerland companies. European, we are very well on the way to go in this direction too. And yeah, looking, let's say, the sky is the only limit, I would always say.
That's very compelling. Congratulations, Marcel, and congratulations to your sales team. I know you've been working hard through the lockdown, and excited to see the coming 12 months and you reach new highs.
Thank you, Todd. Much appreciated.